Hi, it's Marian Buck Murray, and in this video I'm going to share 5 tips to help you conquer holiday overwhelm. So this is the first video in a series of 3 videos where I'm going to share some tips to help you stay sane during the holiday season. So overwhelmed, feeling like there's too much on your plate. I hear this all the time from my clients during the holidays. And what this usually means is that my clients and my friends begin to stop taking really good care of themselves. And so these tips are meant to help you enjoy some self-care that really isn't going to take a lot of time out of your day, but that will make a huge difference in the way that you feel. All right, so the first tip is to add little cushions of, little breathing breaks as cushions throughout your day. And a breathing break is when you just simply pause, close your eyes, breathe deeply from down in your belly, nice, slow, deep breaths. And as you do this, nice and slowly, really tune into your body, tune into your energy, and imagine that your power source is right there in your core. And so as you breathe, imagine that your breath is gently igniting your power source. And as you ignite your power source, you're drawing back your energy, all that scattered, overwhelmed energy, drawing it back in where it can feel centered and empowered. Adding these breaths throughout your day will help you feel more centered. And in addition, they will help you relax because deep breathing turns on the relaxation response. And often when we're rushing around overwhelmed, we actually end up breathing very high up in our chest, which tells our body that we're stressed. Pausing to breathe deeply, maybe perhaps every single hour, or even more than that if you need to, is a really good way to add some relaxation and centering to your busy day. Okay. Tip number 2 is to tip number 2 is to say no. And this doesn't mean to say no to everything, but it means to say no to things that just feel too stressful, or things that you don't really want to do, things that just feel like they're being piled on because perhaps you feel guilty that you're not doing enough. Allow yourself to really look at what's going on and what you have committed to, and decide if they really are for the benefit of yourself, of the people involved, and how you want to contribute. Maybe it's about saying no to taking on something completely, and you can share commitments with other people. Maybe it's saying no to one extra event during the week or during the month. Maybe it's letting go of an extra tricky recipe that you, maybe it's traditional, but you're finding that you just don't enjoy it as much anymore. So really begin to look at what you're committing to and what you can say no to, and just let it go for now. You can always bring things back in, but if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's really time to look at what you're doing and where you can begin to share, delegate, and let go. All right, so the next tip for overcoming overwhelm is to stay in your own energy and not to disengage from what's going on around you. The holidays obviously are a very stressful time for many, many people. Some people get very lonely during the holidays, and they can experience a lot of sadness or resentment or even anger. There's a lot of extra drinking going on, a lot of extra sugar, financial stress. you name it. So in a time that's meant to be joyous, there can actually be a lot of other emotions and feelings that people are experiencing. And so to be mindful of that and to find a way to disengage, because you do not need to engage with all of this. By staying in your own energy and deciding how you want to feel, be mindful of what you're listening to or where you're going and getting overstimulated. Just come back to yourself and simplify and disengage from any extra drama that's going on around you. And this doesn't mean that you need to ignore people. It means that you're being more mindful and you're staying in a better feeling energy that will actually assist people that are around you. All right. Tip number 4 is to stay hydrated and well nourished. So hydration during the colder months, if you're in the part of the country that gets, or the world that gets colder during the holiday season, be mindful of how much you're drinking, non-caffeinated beverages, that is. And so be sure to drink enough water. Keep maybe a jar of water by you so that you know how much you're drinking. Drink herbal teas, soups, and things like that. Stay hydrated because this will help your brain function better. It will flush out toxins from your system, and it will just give you an overall better feeling of energy. And the other thing to note is to stay well nourished. And so that means eating a lot of greens, good protein sources, complex carbohydrates that have a lot of fiber. Keep yourself well nourished so that when it's time to have some alcohol if you drink, or have some sweets or fatty foods, you're going to be less likely to consume anything in excess because you're feeling satiated already. And by being well nourished and well hydrated, you're going to have the right minerals, like such as magnesium, to help you feel grounded and calm. Okay, so hydration and good nutrition are extra important, and that doesn't mean that you can't partake in any sort of splurging or anything like that. It's to keep yourself hydrated and well nourished so that you can do that without negative effects. Okay, which can be very overwhelming, of course, if you're not feeling well because of what you've eaten or had to drink. Now, the 5th tip, the last tip for today, is to each morning and each evening take some time, a few moments, a few minutes, to imagine a ball of light over your head. And this ball of light can be any color you like. And imagine that it's showering light over you. So close your eyes as you're doing this. Allow the light to shower over your energy field, into your energy field, into your body. And imagine that it's washing away any extra residue from anything that you're picking up from your environment. If you are a sensitive, empathic person, you might be picking up a lot of energy, and there's a lot going on around you in any public places where you might be going. And so to take the time each day to cleanse your energy field with light can really assist you in feeling as good as you can. Okay, so those are the 5 tips for conquering holiday overwhelm. And I will be back with another video to help you stay sane during the holidays. Goodbye for now.